Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. There's been no shortage of excitement in terms of the markets and the news lately, for sure. Gold gets another boost as U.S. risks strengthen the case for the safe haven assets. This comes to us from Bloomberg. Let's explore this and see what's going on in the political world and how that may have an effect on gold and silver prices. Yes, from Bloomberg here, we're seeing some movement with gold. Gold steadied after posting its longest rally in 3 months as investors weighed growing political tensions in the United States, which reinforced demand for havens. Palladium notched a fresh record as well. Bullion, which has already benefited from central bank easing, slowing growth, and the trade war, gained an additional support after an announcement that the U.S. House of Representatives is opening a formal impeachment inquiry of President Donald Trump. Now, this has obviously been the news of the last couple of days here, or last 2 days, that this is happening, but all it is an inquiry. Doesn't necessarily mean that articles of impeachment are being issued yet. So we have to wait and see where that falls and if it will actually occur. But there is some growing risk here, rising political risk here. We can see where it moves with the spot price of gold, that is causing the price to go up as well. Gold is heading for a fifth monthly advance as the Federal Reserve and central banks globally cut interest rates to prop up economies hurt by the prolonged trade war. Weakening U.S. consumer confidence also deadened sentiment. The possibility Trump will face impeachment is adding to the raft of concerns weighing on markets, even as the president said he would release a transcript, which has been released, of his phone call with the Ukrainian leader. The move in gold looks convincing enough to warrant some attention, as it's unlikely the political storm cloud over Washington is about to dissipate anytime soon. That is one thing we can rest assured of. There will be continue to be, and even if this call wasn't discovered, and by the way, there was no quid quo pro, and there was really only literally seconds of the conversation where there was this ask for Ukraine to investigate what happened there, corruption that happened under the prior administration with the vice president at the time, Joseph Biden. This Washington, so Stephen Enns, Asia Pacific market strategist and Axie trader, said in a note, this might continue to weigh on equity market sentiment, possibly send U.S. yields lower, and could undermine confidence in the U.S. dollar. Spot gold lost 0.2% to $1,520.78 by 11:57 a.m. in London. Prices capped 4 days of gains on Tuesday, the longest run since June the 25th, and the precious metal is 19% higher this year. Spot palladium rose to an all-time high of $1,677.45 an ounce before pairing gains. We'll look at those metal prices and see what the latest prices are as of right now in a moment. Worldwide holdings in exchange-traded funds backed by gold inched up to register a fresh 6-year high. Total known assets stood at 2,494.3 tons as of Tuesday, heading for the biggest quarterly rise since the 3-month period in June 2016, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. Gold is expected to be supported in the short term and may hit $1,600 an ounce, according to Howie Lee, an economist in Singapore-based Overseas Chinese Banking Corp. Global economic growth remains vulnerable while markets continue to be sensitive to U.S.-China trade tension headlines. Now, we're going to get back to trade in just a moment, but I got this about the Trump's tweets are impacting gold again. This comes to us from a CNBC, shared with me by Silver Honda. And President Donald Trump's active Twitter feed reverberates across multiple topics, apparently, including the price of gold. Though he has basically never directly tweeted about the metal, his indictments of the Federal Reserve, as well as the ongoing updates about the U.S. tariff dispute with China and trade in general, influence gold. either directly or indirectly, according to an analyst at RBC Capital Markets. Trump's hectoring of the Fed has led to expectations of lower interest rates, according to the National Bureau of Economic Research study. Low rates generally lead to higher inflation, which historically has benefited gold. While negative sentiment towards Trump-driven conversation around China trade and the Fed does not bear statistical significance for gold prices, in our view, it does present even risk, RBC commodity strategist Christopher Lorney said in a note to his clients. The analysis does not quantify a specific dollar amount, but Lorney notes that spikes in negative conversation volume have tended to precede the majority of upward moves in gold prices since late 2018. Gold is up 16.5% in 2019 as part of the rally that began in mid-May, but the metal has been on a general upward trajectory that intensified when the Fed started cutting interest rates. Expect that to continue. Trump has been relentless in his criticism of the Fed, saying that the central bank is keeping interest rates too high and making the U.S. less competitive globally. After raising rates 9 times over a 3-year period, beginning in December 2015, the Fed has cut its benchmark rate twice since July, and gold has responded with another leg in the rally. RBC, though, does not expect the gold surge to last. The uncertainty associated with Trump's policies and his subsequent tweeting present uncertainty in trading, meaning there can be more infrequent moves in gold prices, particularly amid the most recent rally. With that in mind, RBC projects gold to end the year at $1,474, which would represent a 3% downside from where the precious metal was trading Tuesday. We view the Trump-driven conversation around the Fed as a key possible source of uncertainty, Lorney said. And that's just it. You know, it's amazing how Twitter, the platform from which the president uses, and is having an effect on the markets. Pretty crazy. So there you have it. Back to trade. Trump announced that in press conferences and in statements and tweets that they're getting closer to a deal with China on trade. Now, this is boosting the stock market, and so far, right now, it has had no effect. Well, I take that back. It has an effect on gold. Gold is now down over negative 1%. That's just since I started recording this video. Gold is now down to $1,504.30. I believe that is directly tied to trade and Trump's announcement that they may be coming close to a deal on trade. It's amazing how quickly these markets react to news of something that really can't be substantiated. I don't believe it. And make no mistake, I am a Trump fan, but I don't believe we'll see any substantial deal with China anytime soon. I believe they're going to try to continue to play games, and they're going to try to lure us in and then renege on it. So this is only going to be temporary, in my opinion. We'll see. I actually hope I'm wrong. I hope that there is a deal with trade soon, for sure. We shall see. Silver is the big loser of the day. It was a big winner of the day earlier, but just as I said in that video, as quickly as silver can outperform gold in these jumps, we're seeing movement in the opposite direction with this just as big a drop down, and we're seeing it now. Silver's now below $18 an ounce, $17.97. That movement, by the way, is still something we should not lose hope with silver, because remember $1,500 gold and $17 silver. Remember those two numbers, because I think that is where sort of the breakout period was for gold and silver. We're still above that for both these metals. The PGMs have taken a pretty big hit, at least platinum and palladium have, down negative 2% there, almost negative 3% for platinum at 931, and palladium is still very, very high, well above $100 above gold there, but it lost negative 1.69%, down $28. Very interesting indeed. I don't see this lasting long. I think the metals are going to bounce back again once they digest this news on trade and realize that it's really just another movement of the seesaw, and it's going to go back down again. And even if they do announce a deal collectively together, that will make the metal prices drop, I believe, even more. However, it'll be short-lived because then it's got to be debated in the Congress. We haven't even gotten anything through the USMCA yet. Don't expect that before the election either. I'd be shocked if they came out with and done something. Now, Trump just did a press conference. In fact, as of the recording of this video, it still may be going on, announcing that some positive movements are with trade with the United Kingdom. No big news there. We knew it was going to happen. He has an even greater ally with Boris Johnson there in the United Kingdom. We'll see how this all plays out. But there's your metals news for the day. Gold's boost has been knocked back a bit, and it happened here literally within the time that it took me to record this video. Well, post your thoughts below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to y'all for watching and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.